Today I'm going to talk about Radaar, which is one of the most promising social media tools currently. And according to the website, it is the best in class platform to manage all your social media accounts in one place. But after using the tool, I can safely say it is more than a social media tool. It has so many other features. For example, it has a task manager. It also has an URL shortener and even a password manager. So all of these features make it very different from other typical social media tools. And the best part is Radaar is currently on Appsumo. It is available on Appsumo as a lifetime deal, and it usually costs over $700, but as part of Appsumo deal you are getting it only at $59. So if you pay $59 once, you will get forever access to Radaar, and the features you will get are here. So you will have one subscription. You can add 12 different social media profiles. You can create unlimited amount of posts for scheduling and automation. You can also monitor 3 queries. You will also be able to create report boards and widgets without any limits. You can add as many team members as you want. You will also have access to task manager and password manager. All the existing and upcoming features will be available to you, and your data will be stored for 12 months, which means all of the data such as your photos, your videos, as well as your posts, all of them will be stored in Radaar server for 12 months. And if you buy one more code, you will get 2 subscriptions instead of 1. And if you buy 2 additional codes, you can get 3 subscriptions. You can also merge all the subscriptions into one. If you're ready to buy Radaar already, you can check the link in the description. It will take you directly to the Radaar's official Appsumo page. Here are all the subscription plans Radaar is currently offering. It starts at $10 in the monthly plan, and the premium package costs $20, whereas the professional package costs $60. I would definitely recommend the premium package if you want to buy any of the subscription plan, because the basic one is very basic. If you don't have a lot of social media profiles, you can use it, and it lacks a lot of important features such as social inbox, monitoring queries. So if you want to buy the subscription plan, you should use premium, which costs $20 per month. And there is also a yearly plan, and the good news is there is a 20% discount currently going on their yearly plan, so you can also choose this if you want to save some money. So these are all the key features of Radaar, and let's talk about them now. So the first thing I want to do after logging into Radaar is go to settings and then click on channels. And this is where you will be connecting all of your social media accounts. As you can see there, you can connect Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Mastodon, LinkedIn, and so many other platforms. And without connecting, Radaar is not really that useful. So the first thing you want to do is connect all your social media channels from this section. And now I can show you other features. The first feature I want to talk about is social inbox. This is very similar to your inbox in social media platforms like Facebook. You have Messenger. What this inbox does is show all of your message from all the platforms in one place, and you can reply them, you can delete them, you can even send them to spam folders. And this is the contacts. All of the contacts will appear. The people who you regularly interact with will appear in this section. The next feature I want to talk about is this monitoring feature. It lets you see all the terms your competitors are using. For example, you are a business coach, so you have to type in your keyword business coach in here, and then you can connect channel. So if you connect Facebook or Google or any other channel, this monitoring feature will collect all the relevant terms that are your competitors using and then show you in a list. Okay, so now let's talk about publishing feature of Radaar, and we are currently on scheduler tab. So from here you can schedule any of your posts in advance. For example, I scheduled a post in 13 February in advance, and you can also do it for any of the days and even any of the upcoming months, for example March. All you have to do is click on new post, and there is a very good feature of this scheduling, which is you can literally see what is the special occasion of a particular day. For example, in March 8 there is International Women's Day as well as National Proofreading Day, so it is a very cool feature. So then there is content pool, and if you don't want to post anything or schedule anything, but you have some posts that you want to save for later, you can do it from this section. All you have to do is click on this new content, and then you can add a title, caption, or add any media you want, and then you can draft it or approve it. Another great feature of this publishing section is the discover option. Here you can get all the content that is currently trending on social media, and you can find them according to their categories. For example, you want something about science, so all you have to do is type in science, and all the posts will appear that is about science and that are currently trending. And you can also choose language if you want to change English language to German, French, Italian, Spanish. There are a lot of language options. This is streams, and all of your posts on social media like YouTube videos, your Twitter posts, your Facebook posts, all of them will appear in various groups in this section. And then there is another new feature of publishing, which is utilities. You can find some really good hashtags from here that are doing well. For example, I want some hashtags about rain. So all I have to do is type in rain. As you can see, relevant hashtags will appear. You can also see how many times the hashtags are being used in social medias. Then there is stock library. It is a very rich library containing images as well as GIFs from various famous sources. Then there is RSS feeds. It is very similar to streams. If you have your channels connected, you can see all the trending content here. And then there is caption templates. For example, you use some templates constantly, so you can save them here by clicking on create a new template and title your template, and then write your caption and then save it. There is also incoming webhook, which is currently in beta. Let's talk about the analytics feature of Radaar. So this is a very powerful feature because it lets you see the results from the efforts you are putting into social media. And to use this feature, you have to create a board. I already have created one, and you can create multiple boards for multiple companies or multiple users. So the first thing you want to do is click in here, and then from here you can check your conversation by sources, rates, teammates. And one of my favorite features is this NLP, sentiment analysis. So in social media, for example in Twitter or in Instagram, when you are talking with your prospect, the way they are reacting, whether it is positive or negative, you can know that from this NLP sentiment analysis. And there are also some other features such as monitoring, publishing, Facebook and Instagram have some really good analytical metrics. For example, in Facebook you can see the views, engagement, impression on your post, and same goes for Instagram. And as for Twitter, you can analyze your competitor, and for LinkedIn you can see the amount of followers you are gaining, the views you are having. So this is the analytics feature of Radaar, and it's very powerful, to be honest. The next feature I want to talk about is the passbook. It is very similar to password managers. To access the passbook, first you have to create a master password. I already have created one, so let me enter it and I can get into the password manager. So I can add as many passwords as I can, and for example I have created a new Twitter account, so I have to store the passwords. So all I have to do is click in here and then click on new password, and I can name it new Twitter, and then I will have to fill in all the details, for example the email of the Twitter. So let me type in something, and then I can type the password in here. I can also create a very strong password by clicking in here and then saving it. And I can also save the URL, for example twitter.com. I can also add some notes and then I can save this. So as you can see, it is already in the password manager, and all I have to do is click on it so I can see all the details. So this is a very useful feature, and I think a lot of social media tools do not have it, although it is, I think, a must-have features, because some people have multiple social media accounts and it is very hard to remember all of their passwords. So Radaar's passbook solves this problem very effectively. So let's talk about utilities of Radaar. The first utility is URL shortener. You can cut or shorten any long URL from here. First you have to add a name. So I already have a URL and it's about sports. So I have to add a name, and I can also custom suffix the URL. For example, it's about cricket, so I'm gonna write cricket and then retirement, and then I have to click on add. And as you can see, the long URL has been shortened and it's very short, and as you can see it works very well. So you can also see the amount of clicks this URL is getting. So it's a really cool feature. And then there is landing page. In case you didn't know, landing page is very similar to web pages. And to create it, all you have to do is first choose a template. Let me choose this template and then click on next. You can also create a custom URL for the landing page, and you must have a page title for the page. So I'm gonna type make money online, and as you can see, the landing page has been created. I can now edit it however I like. For example, I can add an image, video, I can add some buttons, I can also add some alerts. So there are a lot of customization options for this page. And as you can see, if I click in here, the URL takes me to this landing page. So it's really good. And then there is quick replies. In social media, a lot of times we have to reply the same thing over and over again. For those reply, you can store them in here, and you can create them in here and then write the message of the reply. So it is already stored in here, but it will appear in another section, which is in inbox. So every time you are having a conversation with someone in your social platform, you can access that from inbox, and you can access all these quick replies in that inbox. Another feature is the stock library, which I already have talked about. It has a lot of GIFs as well as images, and all of them are absolutely free to use. The next thing I want to talk about is this tasks, and it is very similar to task managers. For example, the task manager in Taskade. So I already have created a task and I have to write something. So I will have to write about rain poems, and then I can click on new card. So I already have a task to do and I'm currently doing it, so I can just drag it in here. And once I have finished writing poems, so all I have to do is drag it to done section, and I can also create a new list. For example, I can name it edit. So if my poem needs some editing, I can simply drag it to this section. So this is also a very cool feature from Radaar. And these were all the key features of Radaar. As you can see, Radaar is a really good social media management platform. It almost has anything you can imagine. It also has some features that a lot of popular automation tools are missing. For example, social media inbox, password manager, task manager, URL shortener, landing pages, and so on. So I think it's a very good package at a very discounted price. And as for the negative sides, I didn't find any, except I think the user interface could be a little bit better. So if you want to buy this tool, make sure you check the link that is given in the description below, and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.